gold medals, trophies, awards, certificates, are they important? Is competition important? We live in a world now where it seems that there's a lot of argument and controversial conversation about whether or not we should be competitive, whether or not our kids should compete with each other. They should just participate. It doesn't matter if they win or lose. It's interesting though in life, and I'm a very old lady, everything that I've ever done in my life has been a competition, whether it's been with myself or with other people, sport, business, relationships. Everything has a form of competition in it. Are you competing with yourself to get better and better at what you do? In sport, you compete to get better and better at what you do. And how would you know that you're getting better if you don't compete with people who are either the same as you or better than you? In a relationship, if you're looking to have a great person in your life, a great person will be looking around saying, well, there's that girl and there's that girl and there's that girl, which is competitive if you're one of those girls. So as a person, if you want to attract great people into your life, it's a competitive market. So being in great shape, being a positive person, being a solution finder, being fun to be with, they're all parts of the competition to make sure that you're a great person so you can attract other great people into your life. Now, there's a lot of argument about whether that's right or wrong, but is it possible that life, regardless of how you live, is going to throw some form of competition at you? So do we need our kids to compete with each other? And it's really interesting because obviously in a martial arts school, and that's my husband, he's at 6th Dan black belt in Taekwondo, he's a black belt in Judo, he's a black belt in kickboxing, he was an Australian national kickboxing professional fighter. His whole life has been about competition. But that drive, ambition, respect, discipline, courageousness and or fearlessness, he has applied that to every area of his life. So I, of course, feel very safe because my husband is very good at what he does, but he's only gotten good, the best in the world at what he does because he competes with the best in the world. So even as an old man, and for a lot of people 60 is very old, he is still competing at the top level because he wants to keep getting better. Is it possible that if you say, oh, I don't need to compete, that you can't get any better? How would you know that you are as good as you could possibly be? And then what about competing with yourself? And again, there's a lot of argument about whether or not you should, or do you have to get better and better every day? But you only have to look at the sales of Fitbits or any form of watch or a device that measures your heart rate, how many steps you do, how fit you are. Any of those machines, which are selling worldwide by the millions, if not billions, people are competing with themselves, and they then connect to other people in the world. Can I do more steps than you? Can I have a lower heart rate than you? Can I do more exercise than you? Can I lift heavier than you? Can I lose more body fat than you? There's a whole heap of competition. So whether it's right or wrong, is it possible that life is just going to give us competition? And if we want our kids to keep getting better, how would they know that they are getting better at anything, whether it's reading or writing or maths or sport or just being a great person? How would we know? And I'll use another classic example for that. If you go for a job interview, if you want a career, you will be competing with other people to get that position. If you want to play in a sporting team, you'll be competing with other people to get that position, and then you'll be competing as a sporting team. If you want to be in business, that is the ultimate form of competition. If you buy a cafe, if you buy a cleaning business, if you're a builder, there's other cafes, other cleaning businesses, other builders. In the exercise profession, there are multiple different kinds of gyms. You are competing with other gyms, online fitness businesses, home studios, sporting facilities. There's a huge competition to aim to get the people that you want into your business. So before we say something is right or wrong, could it be a really good idea to analyse it? One of the things that I love most about competition, and I'm very biased because I have a husband that competes regularly, I'm constantly competing with myself. One of the things that my husband won't buy me is a Fitbit or some form of testing device because I'm so competitive. My life would be driven by how many steps or resting heart rate or blood pressure or any of those things. So I'm really aware of how competitive I am. But I'm competitive because I understand how harsh the world can be if you don't keep getting better at what you do. One of the other interesting things is people often ask me, Rowie, how do you become successful in business? That's what we teach at the Max Colleges. We have an international business diploma. And for me, there's only 3 ways or only 3 things that you need in any form of business to be really successful. Number 1 is you've got to be really passionate at what you're doing. If you don't want to do it, if you don't love it, if you're not excited by it, then the rest is just silliness. It's just about making money, and there's obviously more to life than making money. You want to wake up doing what you love. There's a great quote that says it's not how much you make, it's what you make that's important. So are you passionate and excited about what you do? That's the first part of being successful in business. The second part is that you keep getting better at what you do. If you don't train, educate, learn, keep improving your product and service, the competition will beat you and you won't be in business. But the beautiful thing is if you love what you do and you're excited about doing it, you want to train, you want to educate, you want to keep getting better. And then of course your product or service has to add massive value to other people's lives. You will be competing with other businesses with the same product or service. So you have to keep adding more value to people's lives so that they want to do business with you. So being successful in business is all about competition. Obviously being successful in sport is all about competition. But ultimately, isn't the person you're competing with yourself? Do you want to be and keep getting better? I don't like the word best because as soon as I say I'm the best, then I can't keep improving. And I love, there's a Japanese expression that I'm absolutely driven by every single day. Continual and never-ending improvement, the Kanai principle. I want to keep getting better at everything. Fitter, stronger, healthier, wiser. I want to learn every day. I want to have more fun every day. I want to do exciting different things every day. And for me, that is competing against, and ultimately, here's a great question. Aren't we competing against dying? We're all going to die. But it's how we live that's important. And there's a lot of people that seem dead before they die because they're unfit, unhealthy, depressed, weak, can't do all the things that they love to do. So I'm every day competing with time because we're all getting older, but I want to get fitter and stronger and better and wiser. So I'm going to compete with time and I'm going to compete with death because I don't want to die regretting anything. I want to have lived a life where I do all the things that I love to do and be the best at all the things that I love. I want to be the best at them. I want to put 100% into them. Is there any other way to live? That's what I call live your life to the max. Super duper doo, how are you? Living my life to the max. And check out, my husband does too. Woohoo.